Tonight, the Indiana Fever will be without Caitlin Clark in the lineup as they host the Los Angeles Sparks. Good evening, everybody. My name is Brian Snow. Happy to bring this to you as the Fever look to continue their winning ways. They picked up a big win in Seattle, and that came 2 nights ago. Now they got this difficult stretch where they play tonight at home, and then they go to Dallas on Friday. Stand by as live coverage of the Indiana Fever begins right now. It's the Los Angeles Sparks taking on the host Indiana Fever as the Sparks trying to find their identity and the Fever are trying to get consistent. Good evening, everybody. My name is Brian Snow. Happy to bring this to you as the Los Angeles Sparks take on the Indiana Fever. The Fever at 7-7 coming into tonight's game. I am the alternative play-by-play voice of the Indiana Fever, and I am happy that y'all are here with me. We're getting close to tip-off, so we're going to take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back with the tip-off of tonight's game after this.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborne, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborne. Let's make the planet a better place.
I just realized that I didn't have my audio on. Oops. Hold on a second. There we go. Properties. There. There we are. That, and that's that. Okay. Got everything corrected. Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston, Lexi Hall, Natasha Howard, and Sydney Colson, your starting lineup for the Indiana Fever. And let me get this right. We are just about ready for tonight's game. Sparks coming in with a record of 4-11. Sparks go with Rakea Jackson, De'Erica Hamby, Azura Stevens, Kelsey Plum, and Shea Petty. That is their lineup. And of course, there is not a seat or a ticket to be had in the house at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Plum and the Sparks, I beg your pardon, will go with the yellow. Fever go with the white. Tap is controlled by Los Angeles, and away we go from Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Hamby plays it to the left side for Jackson, flying in and lays it in, and that's been the problem for the Indiana Fever all season long. They get killed on the inside, period. Colson to Boston at the top of the circle between the rings, holding and looking with 12 on the shot clock. Drops it to Natasha Howard, left of the key. Out front, Mitchell. Right corner, Lexi Hall. Hall on the drive into the lane. Stops. Now back out to Howard. Howard on the drive. All the way in and travel. Other game on the docket tonight, it's Washington and Vegas. Lynn Roberts in her first season as the coach of the Los Angeles Sparks, as Plum has it up top. Or that's Hamby, I beg your pardon. Plays it to Jackson. Over the top pass inside to Azura Stevens, and she gets the layup, and it's 4-0. Back comes Mitchell on the hustle. Front court to the right, guarded by Kelsey Plum. Mitchell on the drive. Over the top pass for Natasha Howard, out of bounds. And it'll belong to the Los Angeles Sparks. De'Erica Hamby plays it to the right side for Petty. Petty with a long three. No good. Natasha Howard the rebound. And the Fever are on the run. In the front court is Colson. Colson behind the back pass to Boston. Dump pass underneath Lexi Hall. Goes up with a reverse. Missed it. Rebound Stevens. Outlet pass to Plum. Kelsey Plum in the front court. Stops outside right. Out front it comes to Hamby. Hamby on the move to the left. Had the ball go off Jackson's legs. Hamby able to rescue it. Here comes Hamby in on Boston. Finds Rakea Jackson. 10 to shoot. Jackson holding in the left corner. Guarded by Aaliyah Boston in a switch. They come out to Plum. Over the top pass into Hamby. Layup good. 6-0. Maybe a timeout coming here pretty soon. Sydney Colson into the front court. Colson angles left. Guarded by Petty. Colson standing dribble out front Lexi Hall. Fever have yet to attempt a shot here. They do now with Mitchell, and she misses the three, and De'Erica Hamby the rebound. Out come the Sparks on the push. Blum back to Hamby to the hole, blocked by Howard, out of bounds. No soup for you. Only one field goal attempt for the Fever coming out of the gate. 18 on the shot clock, 7:49 left in the quarter. Jackson looks to come in, or they come in, play to Jackson on the drive, runs over Hall, shoots it in, and draws the foul. And you got to get a timeout, as Jackson now has 4 points in the game. And the Sparks are doing whatever they want. They have gotten all their points in the lane, all their points underneath. Timeout on the floor. 7:46 remaining in the first quarter. The Fever are already in trouble, trailing 8-0. Back with more Fever basketball inside of Snowman Sportsnet and Snowman Multimedia after this.
Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props, and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code Snowman, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to BetUS.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BetUS. BetUS.com, where the game begins. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kermit the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Portions of this broadcast have been brought to you by SeatGeek, the official ticketing agent of Snowman Sportsnet. Use the code Snowman to get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan. The Indiana Fever trail 8-0 coming out of the gate. Stephanie White in her 5th season as an NBA head coach and in her 2nd tour of duty with the Indiana Fever. As we come back to play, Rakea Jackson on the line to shoot one. I think I'm going to switch to my headset mic here. Free throw good. 9-0 Los Angeles. Clark is not in the lineup tonight due to an injury in her groin area. The handoff to Mitchell, who backs up, now stops and starts, meets a double team. Here's a Lexi Hall 3. That's a break, rebound, tip to Lexi Hall, and they'll try again. Hall on the drive, right baseline, fakes on to Erica Hamby, comes back out front to Mitchell. Mitchell on the move to the right, underneath Natasha Howard, goes up with a hook and lays it in. First field goal for the Indiana Fever comes from Natasha Howard, and it's 9-2. Indiana 1 for 4 coming out of the gate. Sophie Cunningham will come on for the Fever in just a moment. Hamby has it out front. Hamby picks up the dribble against Boston. Now here's a tip, and Hull comes up with a steal. Hull back the other way on the drive, and on Kelsey Plum, shoots it up. Nope, foul called. And Lexi Hall shoots a pair. If you're here for the first time, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Like the video, share it to your friends. And if you can, please donate to the channel with a super chat or with a Cash App. The Cash App information is on your screen. I'm proud to be a Simpus here with me. Thank you for the compliment. Hall's free throw is good. 9-3 our score. 7:02 remaining in the first quarter. Sophie Cunningham in for Sydney Colson. So your lineup goes Cunningham, Hall, and Ari McDonald in for the first time. So McDonald on the Fever roster after they waived DeWanna Bonner. Hull tries again. Good. 9-4 our score. Now let's see if Indiana can turn the screws defensively. Jackson brings it up. Guarded by McDonald. Pair of twos in your lineup. Hamby has it off to the right. Guarded by Aaliyah Boston. Running the other way. And an offensive foul on Azura Stevens. Callie Greenshields is here with us. What's up, Callie? Now the Fever with a chance to cut it to 3 or 2 with a long one. And here comes McDonald across the timeline into the front court. She's staying for the remainder of the season. Out front, Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell on the move to the right. Off the Boston screen. Over the top into Boston. Backs in on Hamby with a spin. A right-handed hook. Nope. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Stays with Indiana. So the Fever keep possession. They'll have a fresh 14 on the shot clock. They have it in play to Mitchell in the left corner. Out front, Boston. Now on the right side, Hall. Right corner, McDonald for three. Splash! 9-7 our score. 7 in a row for the Fever. 6:25 left in the first. Hamby has it in the left corner, guarded by Boston. Hamby on the drive. Lost it out of bounds. They say it stays with Los Angeles. Aaliyah Boston says no. And if we get a chance, we will get a replay. That looked like it was off of Hamby. Baseline right, they look to come in. Over the top pass into Kelsey Plum, who's yet to score tonight. Hamby has it on the drive against Boston. Now finds Jackson back to Hamby on the move in from the right. Lean in, flip, lost the ball. Sophie Cunningham a steal. Back come the Fever looking to tie. McDonald, a three from the left. Nope. Rebound chased down by Lexi Hall. Her pass is stolen by Hamby. Back come the Sparks, right to left on the push. Jackson has it out front. Right back to Jackson, right down the lane and shoots it in. That is King who has the basket. 11-7 our score. Sophie Cunningham off to the left. Dump low left, Boston on Azura Stevens. Boston backs in, pulls her way to the basket and shoots it in. That's what you got to do against this Los Angeles team. You're at home and you have to establish dominance. 11-9 our score and 5:27 remaining in the first quarter. Kelsey Plum has it off to the left. Double team. Lost the ball. Stays with Los Angeles. Each team has 3 turnovers. The Fever are shooting 37% from the field. LA at 75% because all their points have come from the inside. Hamby off to the right. Over the top pass into Stevens. Lost it. Able to get it back. Here's a Plum three as the shot clock goes dead and she splashes it home. 14-9. Sparks with the lead. Here's Kelsey Mitchell on the move to the left. Mitchell guarded by Plum. Mitchell flying in. Lefty layup. Got it. 14-11. The Sparks with the lead and the ball as De'Erica Hamby brings it across, directing traffic, finds Kelsey Plum off to the left. Plum guarded by Mitchell, works off the screen, back to Hamby. Underneath it comes to King, and it's out of bounds, belongs to the Fever. Kelly Greenshields, who joined us this morning on Snowman in the Morning, says, interesting conversation on this morning's podcast. Well, thank you, my dear. We love the fans when they interact with us. 14-11 our score. Ari McDonald off to the left, guarded by Rakea Jackson. Lexi Hall gives it to McDonald. 10 on the clock. On the right corner is Cunningham. 7 to shoot. They have it to Boston. Backdoor to Cunningham, but a foul called on Azura Stevens. Check that. The foul will be on Shea Petty. That is her first. And 2 team fouls on Los Angeles. You're going to see me moving around a lot because I had to change my office because of the setup, which I'm going to improve. Sophie Cunningham to the free throw line to shoot 2 to try to cut this lead down to 1. So if you see extra lights come on and me having to mind my dog so she can go out, do not mind me. I got a lot of stuff I'm going to take care of at halftime to make this setup better. Sophie Cunningham drops the free throw. 14-12 our score. Second free throw, good. 14-13 our score. Rakea Jackson brings it up against Ari Cunningham. Jackson turns on the dribble off to the left. Out front, Hamby. On the right side is Liatu King. King on the drive into the lane. Shoots it up. Missed it. Rebound chased down by Boston. Chance for the Fever to get the lead. Boston on the fly. Finds Cunningham. 3-ball left corner. Nope. Rebound taken down by Stevens. Back come Los Angeles with 3:54 remaining in the first quarter. Over the top pass into Hamby. She goes up. Blocked, but a foul called. It's on Lexi Hall. That'll be her first and the team second. De'Erica Hamby will head to the free throw line. I really want to make these broadcasts better. What's up, Pizzle? I really want to make these broadcasts better for you guys, not just with the Fever, but with all the sports we're going to cover. Pizzle is our Dolphins specialist. Free throw no good for De'Erica Hamby. Natasha Howard back in. Lexi Hull departs. So your lineup on the floor is Howard, Boston, Mitchell, Cunningham, and McDonald. The second attempt on the way drops 15-13. And I love doing the play-by-play in the old school style that I grew up with in Chicago. McDonald finds Mitchell out front against Hamby. On the right side, Howard, dump low right, Boston. All the way to the hoop, shoots it up, no good. Boston rebound, follow, good tie game. Second tie of the quarter, 15 apiece, 3.5 remaining in the first period. Yes, Callie, I used the word period. Hamby across into the front court. That's a running joke between the two of us. I'll explain it later. Kelsey Plum deep on the left wing. Over the top pass, stolen by Boston. Indiana looks for the lead. Boston over the top into Howard. Missed it. And a loose ball foul against Indiana. It's on Natasha Howard. That'll be her first. My homie BGS Itmore in the house from Los Angeles. BGS, thank you so much for helping to promote the channel and giving me ideas for standalone videos, which I haven't had a chance to do yet because I've been so busy moving equipment and everything. 15 apiece, 3 minutes left in the quarter. They give it to Jackson, left of the lane. Jackson goes over the top to Plum, back to Jackson for three. Count it. Mercedes Russell on the floor for the first time for Los Angeles as they regain the lead, 18-15 and 2:45 left in the quarter. Out front, Kelsey Mitchell. Right side, Natasha Howard. Looking for Boston, can't get it to her. 12 to shoot. Mitchell has it back. Split to the double team, goes in on Jackson. Reverse layup, rims out. Ball tap twice. It's off of, they say it's off of Azure Stevens. Mercedes Russell back on the floor, or on the floor for the first time. Callie says hello again, switching her to computer. What's up, Callie? And are we going to have a review? No. They originally called it out of bounds on Los Angeles. And I think it is. I'm inclined to think Kelsey Mitchell got a hand on it, but I think Azura Stevens was the last to touch it. But no review. Mitchell has it off to the right. Mitchell on the drive to the baseline, picks up her dribble, comes out to Kelsey Plum, 8 to shoot. Plum on the drive left of the lane, spins on Mitchell, comes back out. Azura Stevens a three. Rebound chased down by Aaliyah Boston. Back come the Fever on the push. Sophie Cunningham hands it to Mitchell. Mitchell dances on the dribble out front. Mitchell on the drive right of the lane, all the way to the hoop. No foul called. She got pushed, nothing called. Sparks the rebound, and here they come on the fly. Here's a three by Rakea Jackson. Rebound tip on the floor. McDonald comes up with it. And she has it in the front court and orders everybody to slow down. Here's Cunningham out front. Right corner, Howard against Russell. Howard on the drive, into the lane, pulls away in on Russell, forces the shot up. Good. 18-17. 90 seconds remaining in the first quarter. If you like this play-by-play, do me a favor and donate to the channel. The big cause, it'll go to help me helping my family. Jackson on the move in from the left, lost the ball. It's tipped out. It'll stay with Los Angeles. Shea Petty will come in for Kelsey Plum. Azura Stevens goes out in favor of Emma Cannon. 18-17 our score. Plum goes out scoreless here in the first quarter. And they have it in play, and a steal by Cunningham. Cunningham on the fly, all the way in, lost the ball, and it belongs to Los Angeles. Sophie Cunningham is saying no. Sarah Ashley Barker on the floor. Your lineups go Natasha Howard, Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, Sophie Cunningham, and Ari McDonald. And I think McDonald's going to play a lot of minutes. There's a shot miss, and the rebound comes down to Aaliyah Boston. Kelsey Mitchell on the push. Mitchell off to the left, dances on the dribble against Barker, all the way in. Scoop layup, nope. Rebound, Howard, follow, good, and the Fever have their first lead of the night. 44 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Fever 19 and the Sparks 18. This is after the Sparks zipped out to a 9-0 lead. Jackson has it out front between the dribbles, guarded by McDonald. Picks up the dribble and an offensive foul. Offensive foul on Russell. And the Sparks coach is not pleased with that call. And that's actually a correct call. Sparks lineup goes Jackson, Petty, Cannon, Russell, and Barker. So save Petty. The Sparks keep their starters on the floor. 10 different shot clock to game clock as McDonald on the move to the right. McDonald with a step back three on the way, short of the rim. Rebound tip comes down to Petty. Petty in the front court off to the right. No shot clock. 18 seconds. They'll play for one. Petty out front near the timeline. On the move to the left. Bounce pass in the left corner to Cannon. Cannon on the drive to the baseline. Goes up. Foul called on Brianna Turner. And that's her first. And 2 free throws coming up. That's a good call against Brianna Turner. And McCannon to the free throw line, wearing number 32 for Los Angeles. 5.3 left in the first. The first one is good. 19 all, 5.3 seconds left in the first quarter. The second attempt by Cannon falls. 5.3 left in the first. They get it in a hurry to Howard. 3 seconds to Howard on the drive, stops. Free throw line jumper is an air ball. And Sarah Ashley Barker picks up the loose ball. And we've come to the end of the first quarter. End of the first, and your score is the Los Angeles Sparks 20 and the Indiana Fever 19. Great job by the Fever getting back in the game after they were trailing 9-0. Let's pause for this timeout.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts. Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborne, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborne. Let's make the planet a better place.
Sparks 20, Fever 19 as we get ready for the second quarter. Second quarter of tonight's game is brought to you by Invader Coffee, fuel for the fearless. AB Media is here. AB Media from Indianapolis, Indiana. Thank you. Cali Green Shields, they are not fighting for them rebounds. They are not. And we've seen that Callie has pointed this out to me in the last couple of games. They are not fighting for the rebounds. They're not going after it. They are not going after it. And that's got to change. Either they start fighting for the rebounds or you bring in some people that want to. That's why I love being the alternative voice of the Indiana Fever, because in this community, we tell the truth about our teams. Second quarter starts with the Fever looking for the lead. Sophie Cunningham has it out front. McDonald has it off to the right. McDonald, Cunningham, along with Turner, Lexi Hall, and Natasha Howard. Left corner, Lexi Hall, 7 to shoot. They dump it low for Natasha Howard. The Sparks come up with a steal. They're trying to tie her up. And it comes to McDonald, who misses the shot. Jump ball finally called. Oh, baby, how long can you wait to get a jump ball? Rakea Jackson leads the Sparks with 8 points. 1 3-point field goal for the Sparks. 8 turnovers in the first quarter for Los Angeles. 6 for Indiana. They tip it to Cunningham. Lexi Hull over the top into Howard. Mercedes Russell comes up with a steal. Out to Petty. Russell along with Petty, Cannon, Barker. Petty, Cannon, Barker. Will get your fifth player in a moment. Here's Barker. Barker on the move, picks up the dribble, now finds Jackson. Jackson dumps it in the corner to Cannon on the drive into the lane, forces the baseline jumper up, no good. Ball on the floor, tip to Russell. They'll get a fresh shot clock. Here's Petty with a 3 out of the corner, missed it. Long rebound, Brianna Turner. Again, Indiana with a chance at the lead. Lexi Hall front court to the right. Lexi Hall to the free throw line, picks up her dribble, now finds Turner. Turner on the left wing to McDonald. McDonald on the drive against Cannon, all the way to the baseline, pitch out right corner. A Cunningham 3, nope. Line drive rebound to Hall, goes back up, blocked by Russell out of bounds. Great recovery by Russell. The Fever are also playing this game without Damiris Dantas, so they are playing very shorthanded tonight. And they're going to play shorthanded for a while without their extra big. Lexi Hall on the move off the Howard screen, picks up her dribble, now finds Jackson, 7 to shoot. Jackson has it on the right wing, picks up her dribble, 4 on the clock. Howard on the drive, got pushed by Cannon, but a foul called, and Cannon will send Natasha Howard to the free throw line. Emma Cannon committing the foul, first team foul of the period. And she sure did. She shoved Natasha Howard. Eight and a half remaining in the first half. 20-19, Sparks with the lead. As Natasha Howard shoots for point number 3. Got it. Sydney Colson back in. Ari McDonald checks out for the Fever. Aaliyah Boston back in. Brianna Turner departs. So you get your main big in the game for Indiana. But you gotta fight for the rebounds if you're Indiana. That's been one of the biggest problems this season, the inconsistency in getting the rebounds. And you're right, Callie, they did Tuesday against Seattle. Second free throw good, Fever lead by 1, 8.5 for the quarter. Howard, Boston, Cunningham, Hull, and Colson, the 5 on the floor for the Indiana Fever. De'Erica Hamby has it off to the right. Over the top pass into Jackson, tipped and stolen by Cunningham. Back come the Fever, up 1, looking to extend on the lead. Cunningham off to the right, plays it up top to Howard. Howard on the move to the left, finds Lexi Hall. Lexi Hall starts to dribble against Cannon, finds Cunningham, over the top pass into Howard, low left. Howard turns against Jackson, backs in, a right-hand hook. Nope. Ball tipped twice, comes down to Cannon. Hands to Petty, and the Sparks are on the move looking for the lead. Barker has it off to the left. Now to De'Erica Hamby. Hamby hands to Petty. Petty turns on Colson, bounce pass Hamby. That pass is picked off by Cunningham. That's her second straight steal. And 4 straight turnovers for the Sparks. Cunningham in the front court on the move to the right. Now finds Lexi Hall for 3. Rebound taken down by Petty. Not the kind of shot you want with a 1-point lead. Petty across into the front court. Standing dribble outside left. 7.5 of the half. De'Erica Hamby left of the lane. Holds and looks. Starts her dribble on the move to the right. Picks it up. Now finds Petty. Hands to Jackson. Jackson on the drive to the right. Jackson picks up her dribble. Pressured by Howard. 5 to shoot. Now dump pass underneath. Hamby on the floor. Cunningham comes up with it. And Indiana looks for the lead. Here comes Colson. Front court to the right. Colson, pitch back left to Cunningham. She'll step into a three. Splash! Third three-point field goal for the Indiana Fever, and they are up by 4, and the Sparks one time, and we'll take it with them. 7:08 remains in the half. The Fever starting to roll. They lead 24-20. Let's pause for this timeout as we cover the Indiana Fever inside of the Indiana Sports Hub, a part of Snowman Sportsnet, a part of Snowman Multimedia.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kermit the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts. Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborne, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborne. Let's make the planet a better place.
WNBA Weekly will start on Monday as we got a lot to recap as we're 15 games in, and Full Court Fever will start next Tuesday. Finally got a schedule down where I can help where I can get the weekly reports out and everything. Anything you fans want to add to it, make sure you tag the correct show, either WNBA Weekly, or Full Court Fever. Let me know what you want me to talk about, and we'll talk about it. It's a 4-point lead as we come back to play. Kelsey Plum back on the floor. So is Azura Stevens. So it's Plum, Stevens. Here's a 3 by Plum. No good. Aaliyah Boston the rebound. Los Angeles' lineup goes De'Erica Hamby, Kelsey Plum, Azura Stevens, Sarah Ann Barker, and Rickea Jackson. Fever counter with Boston, Cunningham, as Boston has it right of the key. Backs in on De'Erica Hamby. They send a posse after her. Over the tap pass to Colson. She'll lift up a 3 from straight on. It's short. Rebound tip to the floor. Hall comes back with it. Howard has it off to the left. Back to Hall in the right corner. Dump low right Howard. She's able to save it, but comes back out to Boston. 7 to shoot. Aaliyah Boston with a bounce pass to Cunningham. A 3 ball from the left. Rimming no. Rebound Colson. Colson pitches it back out to Howard, who's trying to save it. Ball high in the air. Taken down by De'Erica Hamby. 6 minutes for the half. Hamby, shy of the timeline, gives it to Kelsey Plum. Plum across in the front court, working her way to the left. Now comes back straight on against Colson. They send a posse after her. De'Erica Hamby finds Jackson with a 3 ball from the left corner. It's short. Rebound, Aaliyah Boston. She's got 5 rebounds already. Boston brings it up ahead to Cunningham. What I'm also going to do is switch to my headset mic. I want to make it really, really official when I do these play-by-play calls. Cunningham comes back out front to Howard. She'll try a 3. And she misses off the back of the rim. Rebound Barker. Hands to Plum. Chance to make it a 2-point game or one with a long one. Jackson on the left wing. Lifts up a 3. It's on target, but missed it. Long rebound chased down by Lexi Hall. 5:28 remaining in the first half. Fever 24. Sparks 20. Lexi Hall, 5 rebounds so far in the ball game. Same with Aaliyah Boston. Colson directing traffic off to the right, guarded by Kelsey Plum, 12 to shoot. Colson standing dribble, picks it up, now finds Boston. Boston turns on the dribble, holds left of the key, gives it to Lexi Hall, 4 to shoot. A Boston 3, no good out of the left corner. Rebound chased down by Kelsey Plum. 5 minutes for the half. 24-20, Fever with the lead. Here comes Kelsey Plum with the spin. Spins right into a double team. And now Hamby will lift up a 3. She missed it off the back of the rim. Long rebound, tapped down, and taken by Lexi Hall. 6 rebounds for Lexi Hall in the contest. Sydney Colson directing out near the timeline. They heard us. Absolutely, Callie. Chasing the rebounds. We haven't had a point in about 3 minutes. Colson picks up her dribble, looking low for Boston, gets it to her. Boston has it low left, 6 on the clock. They send a posse after her. Boston over the top pass to Colson. In the left corner, Cunningham. A 3-ball on the way. Rimming, no. Rebound taken down by Barker. Man, we have been dry for a couple of minutes. And a steal by Cunningham. 4 steals for Sophie Cunningham tonight. Right corner, Lexi Hall, guarded by Barker. Over the top pass into Howard, low right. Howard against De'Erica Hamby. Backs in on the cut. Lexi Hall got stripped. No foul call. Is simply out of bounds to the Fever, and they'll have 12 on the shot clock. Kelsey Mitchell in the game for Natasha Howard. Only 5 points have been scored in the second quarter, and we played just about 6 minutes. Sophie Cunningham departs. They haven't even played a Hall. Out front, Boston. 8 on the clock. Boston holds and looks. Can't get anybody to go back door. Lexi Hall, 3 on the clock. 2 on the clock. A pitch out Colson. A 3-ball from the right. Long rebound on the floor. Chased down by Jackson. Or Liatu King, I beg your pardon. In the right corner is Cannon. Over the top pass inside. Stolen by Cunningham. Another steal for Cunningham. Now they poke it away and steal it back. Petty deep in the backcourt. Now hands it to King. Now back to Petty. 24-20. Fever lead by 4. Over the top pass to Stevens underneath Hamby. She gets to the layup. Great pass from Stevens and a great move from De'Erica Hamby. She gets the layup, and it's a 2-point game. 3:24 remaining in the first half. Colson in the front court directing traffic. Michaela Thompson on the floor now. Here's a 3 by Mitchell. Splash! Callie Greenshields, that's for you. 27-20. The Fever lead by 5 and 3 minutes remaining in the first half. Out front is De'Erica Hamby on the way to the hole. Missed the layup. The rebound comes down to Lexi Hall. Hands to Colson. Colson in the front court. Finds Hall. Back to Colson on the left wing. Colson holds and looks. Over the top pass into Boston. Lefty layup. Got it. 7-point lead for Indiana. They have outscored them 10-2 in the second period. Here's Kelsey Plum all the way to the hole. Missed the layup. Rebound, Liatu King. Pitch out to Petty. Right side, Hamby. Hamby on the move to the left. Low left against Howard. Tied up. And a steal. Timpson hands to Colson. Here come the Fever on the push. The Fever have it to Kelsey Mitchell. Double fake. Throws it up. Nope. Foul called. And Mitchell shoots 2. Blake Hambick is with us. What's up, Blake? It is Lexi on the floor. Yes, it is. Lexi has been the star so far, especially defensively. And that'll send us to a timeout. 2:22 remaining in the first half. And your scores, the Indiana Fever 29 and the Los Angeles Sparks 22. Here's a question before we go to the break. Should I include the betting lines in our coverage? Let me know in the chat. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Back after this timeout.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kermit the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts. Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborne, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborne. Let's make the planet a better place.
Coming up at halftime, it is the Invader Coffee halftime report. Not only will you get all the stats, facts, and figures of this game, you get a preview of what we got coming up next, and I'll provide a channel update. That's right. I'm going to provide a channel update, and you're going to see me moving around, so a little behind-the-scenes stuff as well. Tomorrow, the Fever will be in Dallas to take on the Dallas Wings and Paige Beckers. We're back to play as Mitchell's free throw is good. 30-22 in favor of the Fever. They are rolling here in the second quarter. The second attempt on the way, good. 31-22, and I think Callie just answered my question. We will not include the betting lines, even though that's the rage right now. Let's keep it old school with the play-by-play. They go over the top into Stevens in the double team, shoots it in, draws the foul. That makes it 31-24 with a free throw to come. Sparks 4 points in the second quarter. That foul starts to Lexi Hall. Starts to McDonald, I beg your pardon. That's her first and the team first. Free throw good, 6-point lead, 31-25. And the last thing you want to do if you're Indiana, having a team down, is to let them back in the game. Mitchell dancing on the dribble off to the left. Over the top pass to McDonald on the left wing. Cross-court pass, Cunningham in the right corner. Cunningham on the drive with the left-hand dribble. Now finds McDonald on the drive into the lane. Right-hand layup missed. Rebound comes down to the Yatu King. Petty in the front court for Indiana. 1:40 for the half. Petty has it out front to Russell. Back to Petty on the right wing. Russell holds and looks. Over the top pass into Stevens. She scores. That makes it 31-27, and here they come. 31-27, 1:24 remaining in the first half. Brianna Turner hands to Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell dances on the dribble off to the left. Mitchell steps back, three-pointer on the way. Rebound chased down by Kelsey Plum. Here they come. Kelsey Plum in the front court. Over the top pass, and nobody caught Stevens. Goes up and missed it. Rebound on the floor. Liatu King comes out with it. King to Plum on the left wing with a minute to go in the half. Plum holds and looks against Lexi Hall. Double fake, now starts to dribble on the drive in from the left. A pitch out to Petty for three. Got it. 31-30. 8 in a row for the Sparks to cut a 9-point lead down to 1, and the Fever will spend a timeout, and so will we. 49 seconds remaining in the first half. It's the Fever 31 and the Sparks 30. Back after this timeout. BGS with a great question. Why does she have this crappy lineup on the floor? I do not know. I really don't. I really don't know with the lineup combinations, man. I wish I could provide an answer to that. Coming up at halftime, it's the Invader Coffee halftime report. All the stats, facts, and figures of the first half. And I'm going to give you a little behind the scenes thing of what I'm doing here in my new kind of temporary studio until I figure out a fix to get back into my main studio. There are two problems I need to fix. Want to help the problem? Why don't you donate to the channel via Super Chat or by Cash App? $ Tallman Dr. K50. Any proceeds we come in tonight will go to me helping my family as we look to get back on our feet after all the health problems that I've had to go through, cancer and all. 49.4 remaining in the first half, 31 for the Fever, 30 for the Sparks. And now the Fever have the ball with a 1-point lead and 45 seconds left in the half. Here's Mitchell, works off the Boston screen. Mitchell on the drive, out to the left against Kelsey Plum. Right side Cunningham, 3-try on the way. Splash! Big three for Sophie Cunningham. Her second three-pointer of the contest. And it's 34-30. One more stop, and the Fever can one more defensive stop and defensive rebound, and the Fever can hold for the final shot. Underneath Stevens, tipped out of bounds. It belongs to Indiana. Great play underneath. Sophie Cunningham just hit a big three-point goal a moment ago to stop an 8-0 Los Angeles run. (34-30). 24.2 remaining in the first half. Fever will hold the ball for the remainder of the period. They trail by 1 after 1. They lead by 4 right now. They once led by 9. McDonald standing, dribble off to the right. 13 seconds. Shot clock and game clock virtually even. McDonald has it on the move to the right. McDonald on the drive, flying in. A pitch out to Boston. Boston on the drive, right of the lane. Fadeaway jumper. Rebound taken down by Stevens, and that will close the half. It's halftime, and your Indiana Fever hold a 4-point lead, 34-30. We're going to do some experimenting here in our temporary studio, and we'll come back and have a fan chat and all of the fixins and the ups and downs of the first half in the Invader Coffee halftime report. Score here, Fever 34, Sparks 30. Back after this.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner! Go?
Excellent. Soccer is fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there.
sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code Snowman, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to BetUS.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BetUS. BetUS.com, where the game begins. Attention sports fans, looking for the ultimate gear and apparel to show your team pride? Look no further than Fanatics, the #1 destination for sports enthusiasts. Visit SnowmanMultimediaSports.com today and shop a wide selection of officially licensed merchandise from your favorite teams and players. From jerseys to hats to accessories to collectibles, Fanatics has it all. Don't miss out on the chance to elevate your game day experience. Head over to SnowmanMultimediaSports.com/Fanatics and gear up like a true fan with Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner!
No? Excellent. Yeah, I saw you guys out there.
sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code Snowman, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to BetUS.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BetUS. BetUS.com, where the game begins. Attention sports fans, looking for the ultimate gear and apparel to show your team pride? Look no further than Fanatics, the #1 destination for sports enthusiasts. Visit SnowmanMultimediaSports.com today and shop a wide selection of officially licensed merchandise from your favorite teams and players. From jerseys to hats to accessories to collectibles, Fanatics has it all. Don't miss out on the chance to elevate your game day experience. Head over to SnowmanMultimediaSports.com/Fanatics and gear up like a true fan with Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
(34-30), the Fever have the lead after trailing by as many as 9. We'll come back with the third quarter after this.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered a winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text delete, 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 delete.
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels. Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
And ever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
34-30 our score in favor of the Indiana Fever. They came back from an early 9-0 deficit to snatch the lead by 4 at the half. Here's another question for the fans. A fan poll goes like this. For Indiana, who's going to be the X factor in the second half? A question again. Who's going to be the X factor for the Indiana Fever in the second half? My vote goes to Sophie Cunningham. My vote goes to Sophie Cunningham. Who do you guys think is going to be the X factor for Indiana in the second half? And I love what they're doing here in their painting. They're getting their campaigns out for the All-Star game, which is in Indianapolis. Caitlin Clark is leading the voting. You have until Saturday, June 28th, is when the vote closes. Now, I'll talk more about it tomorrow. Mitchell, Clark, and on July 1st, we will have the Commissioner's Cup Finals between the Indiana Fever and the Minnesota Lynx. First time we will see Minnesota. And that's going to be a battle and a half. Rakea Jackson has 8 to lead the Sparks. Azura Stevens with 7. De'Erica Hamby with 5. Kelsey Plum and Shea Petty with 3. Sophie Cunningham and Natasha Howard lead with 8 points for the Indiana Fever. Kelsey Mitchell 7. Aaliyah Boston 6. And Ari McDonald with 3 to lead them. Sophie Cunningham was the key to the first half, getting the Fever back in the ball game. Fever once again 2-3 without Caitlin Clark in the lineup. Here we go. Second half, Fever have it, moving right to left. White tops, white bottoms. Kelsey Mitchell attacks underneath Howard. Missed the layup. Rebound, De'Erica Hamby. You can't miss gimmies like that. And now the Sparks have it with a chance to cut it to 2 or 1 with a long one. Shea Petty gives it to Stevens, who hands it to Jackson. Jackson to Plum on the right wing. Kelsey Plum on the move back to the left. Finds Jackson. Fakes a 3. Drives in from the left all the way and shoots it up. No good. Rebound, Aaliyah Boston. Boston brings it up herself. Finds Colson. Starters on the floor for both teams as we start the second half. Mitchell has it on the left wing. Mitchell on the attack. Into the lane. A pitch out to Howard. 18-footer. No good from the right. Rebound, De'Erica Hamby. 9-10 for the third. No one has scored yet. Kelsey Plum in the front. Oh, that's De'Erica Hamby. I beg your pardon. Here's a 3 by Plum. No good from the right. Rebound, Sydney Colson. Fever ball up 4 and 8:59 for the third. Colson front court to the left. Now finds Mitchell in the left corner. Mitchell on the attack. Into the lane. Throws up a hook and missed it. Rebound taken down by Azura Stevens. Again, the Sparks with a chance to cut it 2 or 1 with a long one. On the left side is Jackson. Left corner, Hamby. Hamby comes out on the dribble, finds Kelsey Plum. Over the top pass to Shea Petty. Fakes a 3. Right side Stevens. She takes the 3. Missed it. Rebound tipped. Howard had it for a moment. Ball on the floor. And a foul called on Aaliyah Boston. Loose ball foul on Aaliyah Boston. That'll be her first. And the Sparks have it. They'll pull the trigger. Foul line extended left. In play it comes to Petty. Petty out front for Azura Stevens. Stevens holds and looks, finds Kelsey Plum, guarded by Kelsey Mitchell. A pair of Kelseys in your lineup and a foul called on Kelsey Mitchell. First foul on Kelsey Mitchell. 2 fouls on Indiana here in the third quarter. You're allowed 4 before you head to the bonus. Plum has it out front. That pass underneath is stolen by Colson. Colson on the fly into the front court. Bounce pass, Kelsey Mitchell. Reverse layup is in, and the Fever go up by 6. 8:12 left in the third. Colson with the assist to Mitchell, and Mitchell for the game now has 9 to lead all scorers. Kelsey Plum off to the right, I beg your pardon. Now finds Petty. Shea Petty back left to Azura Stevens. Stevens on the drive, left baseline, cut off by Howard. Holds and looks. Now they dump it underneath to Stevens, wide open for the layup as the shot clock went dead. 36-32, 7:45 remaining in the third. Here comes Mitchell. Has it up top against Kelsey Plum. On the right side is Howard. Howard, fake handoff to Lexi Hall. Backdoor pass intended for Lexi Hall is stolen by Stevens. Stevens on the fly. Now to Hamby. Flying in. Right-hand layup. Good. 2-point game. 36-34 and 7:24 remaining in the third quarter. Colson brings it up. Fever right to left here in the second half. White tops, white bottoms, navy blue numbers, and lettering trimmed in yellow. Here's Kelsey Mitchell with a stutter step dribble. Back to Colson. In the left corner is Lexi. In the right corner is Lexi Hall. To the free throw line, Howard on the drive all the way in the lane. Shoots it up. No, but a foul called on Stevens. Azura Stevens with her third foul. And this is where you got to take advantage and make your free throws. Fever have been trying to get the ball inside to both Natasha Howard and Aaliyah Boston all night, but the Sparks have recovered every single time. 2 free throws for Natasha Howard. 7:02 left in the third. The first one on the way, no good. 36-34. All right, here's a little trivia for you. Who is the Fever's all-time leader in 2-point field goal percentage? I'm going to guess Tamika Catchings. The second attempt on the way, good. 3-point lead, 37-34. Fever lead, Sparks ball as Petty brings it up. Wraparound dribble in the front court. Out front, Stevens. On the top side is the Erica Hamby. Right side, Kelsey Plum. Plum, the fake, starts to dribble off to the left. Now finds Stevens. Stevens, guarded by Natasha Howard, 8 to shoot. Out front, Petty. Petty on the drive all the way. Has her shot blocked out of bounds with 4 on the shot clock. Natasha Howard, Kelsey Mitchell, and Azura Stevens all with 9 points to lead all scorers in the ball game. Plum throws it up there. No good. Rebound tip to Aaliyah Boston. Outlet pass Mitchell. On the break, Lexi Hall. On the fly. All the way. Reverse layup is in. Looking for a foul. Not going to get it. 5-point lead. 39-34. 6:24 remaining in the first half. They dump it low to Rakea Jackson. She's got the layup. They have been beat on the inside all season long. Sydney Colson across into the front court. When are we going to see Ari McDonald? Because she's one of the sparks for this Fever offense. Not saying Colson can't do it, but you need a spark right now to keep the lead as Mitchell is fouled. And now the bench mob comes in for Los Angeles. Sarah Ashley Barker, Emma Cannon in the ball game. Ari McDonald comes in for Natasha Howard. Stevens out for Los Angeles. Sydney Colson is out in favor of Sophie Cunningham. It's a 3-point Fever lead, 39-36, as Cunningham now officially checks in for Colson. 6:07 remaining in the third quarter. And a big round of applause for Natasha Howard. 6:07 left in the third. Foul line extended left. They look to come in. They have it in play to McDonald. McDonald against Kelsey Plum on the move to the left. Now back to the right. Out front, Sophie Cunningham. Left corner, Hall, and she lost it out of bounds. Ay. You can't give the team like this with a losing record extra chances. That's the 10th turnover against the Fever. 39 for Indiana, 36 for Los Angeles in a low-scoring game. Kelsey Plum out front to Cannon. Cannon holds and looks. On the move to the left. Cannon finds Rakea Jackson. Jackson finds De'Erica Hamby. Now Kelsey Plum has it on the dribble. Steps back, 6 to shoot. Plum on the drive to the lane and on Aaliyah Boston lays it in. It's a 1-point game. 39-38, 5:34 left in the third. Ari McDonald has it in the front court. McDonald finds Mitchell out front of Leah Boston. Boston on the move to the right. Now finds Sophie Cunningham. Cunningham goes over the top into Howard, low right against Cannon. Howard backs in. Fadeaway shot right baseline. Nope. And the rebound comes down to Barker and a chance for the lead for Los Angeles. Plum has it out front. Plum fakes on Ari McDonald. Plum on the drive, left in the lane. Fakes, lean in, flip. Nope. No foul called there. And Mitchell the rebound. Back come the Fever on the push. Mitchell stops. A three-pointer out front. Splash! 42-38. The Fever lead by 4. And 4:50 remaining in the third quarter. And we haven't had a timeout yet. De'Erica Hamby has it out front. On the left side is Rakea Jackson. Jackson holds and looks. Jump pass to Kelsey Plum. Lost the ball. Ball on the floor. Boston comes up with it. This is Boston. Boston flying in. Got pushed. No foul called. Are you kidding me? Here's Barker with a three-pointer from the left. Nope. Rebound, Hamby. Back up. Good, and a foul called. Are you kidding me? Aaliyah Boston got pushed from behind and no foul. Jason, how do I pronounce your last name? Is it Huff or is it Howe? Tell me how to pronounce your last name. I want to shout you out properly. We finally have a timeout. 4:27 left in the third. Fever 42, Sparks 40. This is Indiana Fever basketball on the Indiana Sports Hub, Snowman Sportsnet, and Snowman Multimedia.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts. Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborne, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and to the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborne. Let's make the planet a better place.
All right. Planning a little something after the ball game. There's an errand my wife wants me to do, so I'm getting ready for that. Meanwhile, it's a 2-point game, 42-40, and 4:26 remaining in the third quarter. We played 5 minutes and 34 seconds without a timeout. Aaliyah Boston got absolutely shoved. And yeah, Callie. And as we talked about this morning, they are not paid reps, so the proper training is not there either. Aaliyah Boston got blasted, nothing called. 42-40 our score. De'Erica Hamby missed the free throw as we come back to play. McDonald off to the right, out front Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell standing dribble, and a foul called underneath on Los Angeles. It's on Cannon. Cannon with her second. 2-point lead, 42-40. And 4:15 remaining in the third quarter. The Fever led this game by as many as 9. Let's see if they can spread it back out again. Here's McDonald on the drive to the left, guarded by Kelsey Plum. Mitchell, three-pointer up top. Splash! Lead back to 5, 45-40. And 4:07 left in the third quarter. That's a big three-point field goal by Kelsey Mitchell. Big three-point shot by Kelsey Mitchell. 45-40. 4:07 left in the third. And they're taking a review. They're looking at this. This is an official review, as they might tack on a foul. There was originally a foul. There was a foul that was called. Sorry about that, on Sarah Ashley Barker, and they're taking a look to see if the call will stand. If that's the case, Mitchell gets a free throw. And if it doesn't stand, they'll overturn it. They have made their decision. And the loose ball foul came before the shot. So I believe that three-point field goal by Kelsey Mitchell is going to get wiped out. From the looks of it, the three-point goal will not stand. They overturned the call. There was a foul on Sarah Ashley Barker. So the three-point goal comes off the board. It's now only a 2-point game. One more foul, and the Sparks will be in the penalty. 4:01 left in the third. Let's see if the Fever can take advantage and get to the free throw line. Foul line extended left. They look extended right. They look to come in. They come into McDonald. 11 to shoot. McDonald off to the right, back to the left, and a foul called on Sarah Ashley Barker. And McDonald shoots 2. Two quick fouls on Barker here in the third quarter. Cannon has 2. Shea Petty comes in for Sarah Ashley Barker. McDonald to the free throw line to shoot 2. The 6-year veteran from Arizona pushes the first one. No good. And I was wrong on our trivia question. Who is Indiana's all-time leader in 2-point field goal percentage? It's Aaliyah Boston. Why didn't I think of that? I thought it was Tamika Catchings. Free throw good. 3-point lead for the Indiana Fever. I'm going to work some trivia back into our broadcast as well. Fever 10 for 12 from the free throw line tonight. They hold a 3-point lead. Plum looks, dumps it low to Rakea Jackson. Jackson backs it on Lexi Hall. Turnaround shot right of the lane. No good. Ball on the floor. Out of bounds. Belongs to the Fever. And now Ari McDonald brings it up. 3:43 left in the third. 3-point Fever lead, 43-40. Here's McDonald on the approach. McDonald on the move to the right. Works it right in the lane. Now picks up her dribble. Dumps it low right for Boston against Cannon. Fumbled it. Got it back. Boston backs in. Lost the ball. It belongs to the Los Angeles Sparks. 43-40. That was not a good pass into the post. Here's a three-pointer out front. Missed it. Ball on the floor. Petty comes back out with it to Cannon. On the left side is Jackson. Flying in. Missed the layup. Sophie Cunningham the rebound. Back come the Fever up 3. Lexi Hall with a bounce pass to McDonald. She lays it in. And a foul called. Get the three-point play that way. Mercedes Russell is now in for De'Erica Hamby. For the Fever, Natasha Howard comes in for Aaliyah Boston. So McDonald getting the 3 points back that the Fever lost on an official review. Want to be a sponsor of the program? Give me an email, snowmanmultimedia@gmail.com. Free throw good for McDonald. 7 in the game for her. It's a 6-point Indiana lead, 46-40. And 2:59 left in the third. Kelsey Plum off to the left. Plum with a wraparound dribble. Cross-court pass to Jackson. Jackson has it deep on the right wing, 10 to shoot. Chased by Lexi Hall. Here comes Jackson. On the drive to the right baseline, lost the ball. Plum able to get it back. She'll step into a three and drilled it. 46-43. Kelsey Plum getting her act together. She's got 8 points in the game. McDonald on the drive, left of the lane. Comes back out off the Howard screen. To the right wing for Lexi Hall. Back to McDonald. A three-pointer on the way. Long rebound tip. And a loose ball foul against the Sparks. And it's against Emma Cannon. That's her third. That's another thing I have to do better with, is keeping track of who picked up what foul. Azura Stevens will come in for Emma Cannon. Liatu King comes in for Rakea Jackson, giving them a break. Natasha Howard gets ready, shoots the first one. Good. 47-43. The Fever lead by 5. They led since they had a 5-0 run to begin the second quarter. And they led this game by as many as 9. 10 points for Natasha Howard on the night. And we want y'all to decide who the MVP should be at tonight's game. Second free throw up, second free throw down. Petty brings it up. 5-point Fever lead. Out front is Russell. Back to Petty. Lost the ball. Able to get it back on the right wing. They play it to Stevens. Out front, Russell. Now to Kelsey Plum. Plum on the drive to the right. Lifts up a three and missed it. And the rebound, Sophie Cunningham. She's been huge on the boards tonight. Outlet pass, McDonald. McDonald on the drive all the way in. Lays it up. No, but a foul called. And McDonald shoots 2. Welcome back, Ari McDonald, indeed. The foul that happened on Boston, the shot went up at the same time. Okay. Great hustle by Ari to get the steal. Ladies, treat each shot like it will miss. Follow your shot. Someone should have been right behind Boston to get the rebound. I agree with that. Absolutely great analysis, Callie. First free throw, no good. 48-43. And I love the people in the chat keeping up with not only the game, but keeping up with the action. I picked up 7 subscribers tonight. Holy cow. Thank you all for supporting the channel. Second attempt, good. 6-point lead, 49-43. And 1:55 left in the rapidly moving third quarter. Out front it comes to Russell. Russell hands it to Rakea Jackson. Jackson on the drive, spins in the lane. Blocked by Turner, but a foul called. And Jackson will shoot 2 with 1:47 left in the third. Brianna Turner with the foul. That is her second. Welcome to my friend Betsy, says Callie Green Shields. Thank you. Callie, remind me of where you're chatting from. Free throw good for Liatu King, who is shooting. Second attempt, good. 49-45, 1:47 left in the third, and Ari McDonald, who has been a great replacement for Caitlin Clark, speeds in the front court, finds Howard. On the right side is Mitchell. Mitchell against Petty, a three. Splash! Kelsey Mitchell heating up. She's got 15, 10 in this third quarter. Petty on the move to the right. 1:20 left in the third. It's a 7-point Indiana lead. Out front, Kelsey Plum. Plum works off the Russell screen. Plum stops and starts, and a foul called on McDonald. Good thing about that is it allows a reset. It's not a shooting foul, but it's the only foul they can take here in the third period. They're first in the last 2 minutes. Mercedes Russell will head to the free throw line for 2 shots. Or is she? Nope, we're heading to a timeout. We are heading to a timeout. 1:17 remaining in the third quarter. Betsy Luperon in the Dominican Republic, hello to you, and thank you for being a part of the Snowman Sportsnet movement. We appreciate you all, and we hope that you stick around all season long as we gear up towards season number 30. We provide coverage for the Fever, more women's basketball, the Indianapolis Colts, the Indiana Pacers, lots of football, lots of basketball coming your way, and seeing that 51 people are on tonight, 55 people are on tonight. Please do me a favor and like and share and tell everybody that comes in to subscribe to the channel. We want to get to 2,000 subs before football season kicks off. This is a great start for season 30. Let's take a short timeout. 1:17 remaining in the third. 52-45, Indiana Fever hold a 7-point lead, and we're back after this. Let me welcome all the folks listening on the watching on the Shady Sports Network as well. But I will make a decision beginning on Monday. All the play-by-play will be on Snowman Multimedia only. I want to grow the channel, and I want it to grow so badly I can taste it. So the Fever will lose a timeout on the challenge. They'll be down to 2 timeouts. Mercedes Russell to the free throw line. The first one, good, 52-46. Cynthia Santana with us. You are my go-to when League Pass does not show. Thank you. Very much appreciated. The second attempt, good. I am doing all 44 Fever games. I'm doing all 17 Colts games, mixing in 49ers coverage and mixing in a lot more women's sports coverage. So join the channel and join the movement. Looking for some more channel members. Here's Sophie Cunningham on the move. Into the lane. Right-hand layup. Good. Lead back to 7, 54-47, and 1 minute to go in the third. Petty brings it up off to the right. Petty standing dribble against Kelsey Mitchell. 50 seconds left. Plum is run over. Foul called. And Kelsey Plum will shoot a pair with 52.5 left in the third quarter. Both teams are in the bonus for the rest of the period. I think I already know who my player of the game is going to be, but I want to couple it with a Fever winner. They're up 7 right now. Plum hits the free throw, lead down to 6, 54-48. Second free throw, missed. Rebound taken down by the Fever. Natasha Howard tracks it down. Irene McDonald brings it up. 45 seconds left in the third. McDonald on the move to the right. Hands it to Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell's been hot in this third quarter. Mitchell on the move. Three-pointer from the right. Splash! And we get a whistle in the backcourt. The Fever have equaled their biggest lead at 9, 57-48. $18 points for Kelsey Mitchell. And they will see the ball again on 24-second possession. Petty brings it up. Petty standing dribble off to the right. Petty leans over the dribble, places it to Kelsey Plum. 20 seconds for the third, 10 on the clock. Kelsey Plum on the drive, left of the lane, and we get an offensive foul going the other way on Liatu King. That is her first foul. And so now the Fever, who have outscored Los Angeles by 5, here in this third quarter, with a chance to end this quarter with a double-digit lead should they score. Sarah Ashley Barker comes in. Kelsey Plum departs. 19.9 left in the third. Fever ball right to left. Ari McDonald across the timeline into the front court, off to the right, guarded by Petty. Petty chases Ari McDonald, 9 seconds, McDonald has it out front, 7-6. McDonald flying in, shoots it up. No, but a foul called. And Ari McDonald shoots two. And now you have to take advantage and hit some free throws. First free throw by Ari McDonald, no good. Second attempt, good. 58-48, 10-point lead, 4-3-2. Petty on the drive, in from the right, lean in, jump, good! As the clock goes dead. Not what you wanted if you're the Indiana Fever, but you take an 8-point lead into the fourth quarter. Done with 3. It's the Fever 58 and the Sparks 50. Folks, if you can help a snowman out to help his family with a cash app to $tallman Dr. K50, I would really, really, really appreciate it. Not just to help my family, but I want to show my wife a good time this weekend because her birthday was last Sunday and our anniversary was last night. So I really want to show her a good time, and I want to help my family as well. 58-50, we head to the fourth quarter, the money period after this.
Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code Snowman, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to BetUS.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BetUS. BetUS.com, where the game begins. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kermit the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
The Moose, Dwayne Musso, is with us. He asks, is CeCe on the bench? No, CeCe is out with an injury this evening. According to most, this will be the only game that she will miss. 58-50 as we get ready for the fourth and final period. And for the Sparks, it's Stevens, Petty, King, Russell, and Barker. Fever counter, Howard, Boston, Colson, Hall, and Cunningham. I am the only network that will carry all 44 games for the Indiana Fever this year. Snowman Sportsnet is the only network that will do so. Russell has it on the right baseline as we start the fourth quarter. Over the top pass in play to Azura Stevens. Stevens off to the right, 6 to shoot. Out front it comes to Barker. Barker on the drive, left in the lane, lean in, flip, bank no good. Ball tipped high in the air. Boston the rebound, ahead to Colson. Outlet pass to Hall. Hall on the move to the right. Spins on Leatu King underneath Natasha Howard. Double fake, shoots it in. And the Fever go up by 10. 60-50 with 9:50 remaining in the fourth quarter. King, Petty, Barker, Russell, and Stevens, the five on the floor for Los Angeles as they look for their fifth victory of the year. Here's Azura Stevens on the drive, left of the lane. Bounce pass underneath, tipped out of bounds by Lexi Hall. De'Erica Hamby will come in for Sarah Ashley Barker. Kelsey Plum enters the game for Mercedes Mitchell. Mercedes Russell. Mercedes Mitchell. Jeez Louise. 10 on the clock. Sparks have it, and they'll pull the trigger baseline right. Petty holds and looks to bring it in. Underneath Stevens, she goes up. Yes, and a foul called. Stevens with 10, looking for 11, along with 5 rebounds in the contest. Here's the free throw. It's good. 9:05 left in the ball game. 60-53. Fever have it in the front court. Colson goes over the top into Howard. Backs in underneath to Natasha Howard. Sophie Cunningham rescues underneath to Boston. Backs in on Hamby. Boston goes up. Offensive foul on Aaliyah Boston. That is her second. Aaliyah Boston on the night, 6 points and 9 rebounds. And now a chance for the Sparks to cut the lead to 5 or 4 with a long one. On the right side is Petty, right baseline Hamby. Dump low right Stevens, backs in on Natasha Howard, goes up, scores, 5-point game. 60-55 and 8:35 remaining. Only one foul is committed so far in the fourth quarter, and it belongs to Indiana. Rakea Jackson off to the right. Jackson picks up his dribble, now finds Cunningham out front. Howard hands it back to Cunningham. On the attack, left baseline, goes up, nope, foul called on Rakea Jackson. And that'll send Sophie Cunningham to the free throw line to shoot 2. Kelsey Mitchell will come in for Cunningham. Or will come in for Lexi Hall, I beg your pardon. Oh, she will come in for Cunningham. And as Cunningham was the one that was fouled, it is not a shooting foul, as she has now departed the game. Each team with one foul here in the fourth quarter. In play to Mitchell. On the attack left baseline. Whips a pass underneath. It's tipped. And we get a foul? Yeah. Colson to bring it in. Baseline right. In play to Hall. 15-footer. Got it. And a foul, I think. Nope, no foul. 62-55. 7-point lead. 8 minutes left in the third. Petty has it out front to Hamby. Hamby back to Petty on the right wing. Over the top pass underneath to Stevens. She goes up. Nope, foul called. And Azura Stevens will shoot a pair. Kelsey Mitchell picked up the foul. And for Mitchell, that is her second. Mitchell leads all scorers with 18 points in the ball game. Another thing I have to improve on is how much water I bring here into my office. I usually have 3 bottles, but I only had 2 tonight. Free throw no good for Stevens. We go to Dallas tomorrow to play the Dallas Wings. Yours truly, Brian Snow, will have the call. Tip time set for 7:30 Eastern. And we will be with you at 7 for a full 30-minute pregame show. Been teasing it all season. It comes to life tomorrow. 7:55 remaining in the ball game. 62-56 Indiana. Mitchell dancing on the dribble off to the right. Picks up her dribble, now finds Natasha Howard. Back to Mitchell on the right wing. 8 to shoot. Howard on the move to the left. Now finds Colson. Over the top pass into Howard, and we get a foul on Rakea Jackson. And for Jackson, that is her second. Some passes like that they make with one hand, I think you have to make most of your passes with two hands. Here's a steal by Kelsey Plum. Bad pass on the inbound, just as I say that. Here's Plum. Nearly had her pocket picked by Colson, and Colson's called for the foul and immediately says, "What foul? I didn't do anything." Oh, no, that was clean. That steal was clean. Sydney Colson picked her pocket clean, and they called a foul. 62-56, 7:31 remaining in the ball game. Fever been outscored 8-4 so far here in the fourth quarter. They look to come in, and they come in play to Petty. Petty finds De'Erica Hamby. Hamby holds and looks, three-point stripe. Plays it to Rakea Jackson. Jackson on the drive into the lane. 18-footer out front. Bingo. 62-58. It's a 4-point lead and 7-12 for the ball game. Colson brings it across into the front court. Angles left. Colson works off the double screen on her way to the right. Keeps her dribble. Looking for Boston underneath. Instead, it's played to Howard, and Howard throws it away. Here's a steal. Petty on the drive to Hamby. Back to Jackson. She missed the layup. Rebound to Zer Stevens. Blocked from behind. Clear by Hall. Back come the Fever on the run. Lexi Hall in the front court. Over the top pass, right corner, Colson. Back to Hall. Three-pointer right wing. Rimming. No. Rebound underneath. And Aaliyah Boston comes up with it. Boston backs in on Mitchell. Backs in. Turnaround shot. Basket goes, but no basket. Excuse me. Azura Stevens picks up the foul. I will do better, folks, as the season goes. And I think the Sparks are going to spend the timeout and have them look at this because it looked like Aaliyah Boston pushed off. It looks like Aaliyah Boston pushed off. So the Sparks will take a timeout, and they'll take a look, and we will take a break. 6:36 remaining in the money period. 62-58. Fever by 4. We're back after this timeout.
Attention sports fans, looking for the ultimate gear and apparel to show your team pride? Look no further than Fanatics, the #1 destination for sports enthusiasts. Visit snowmanmultimediasports.com today and shop a wide selection of officially licensed merchandise from your favorite teams and players. From jerseys to hats to accessories to collectibles, Fanatics has it all. Don't miss out on the chance to elevate your game day experience. Head over to snowmanmultimediasports.com/fanatics and gear up like a true fan with Fanatics. Officially licensed everything.
Do you remember our first group photo? This is it. Smiles all around, even though we were all nervous.
Who could have imagined that our first weekend together would soon turn into a lifetime of memories?
You're an amazing young man. Your brothers and sisters really look up to you. They're a big brother.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child who was 17 at the time.
There are so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
I ain't never felt so much love before in my life.
(62-58), and this call, this defensive foul call may be switched. In fact, I'm banking on it because I'm looking at the replay right now, and Aaliyah Boston did indeed push off. So, expecting a reversal, and I'm wrong. The call is going to stand as a defensive foul. The call is going to stand. So the Sparks lose a timeout in the process. They're down to 3. Fever have 2 timeouts remaining. They lost the challenge earlier in the ball game. Foul line extended left. Lexi Hall looks to play it in. She does to McDonald. Hall, McDonald, Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, and Natasha Howard. On the handoff to Mitchell, 15-footer, got it. Big bucket for Indiana. 64-58, 6:20 remaining. Petty, front court to the left. If you're the Fever, you got to start learning how to close out games. Over the top pass to Hamby on the drive, left baseline, double fake, shoots it up. Nope, foul called on Aaliyah Boston. And for Boston, that is her third. Kelsey Mitchell, 20 points on the night. Clark is expected back tomorrow night in the game against Dallas. We'll have that for you. Free throw no good for De'Erica Hamby. She's 3 of 7 from the line tonight. Beg your pardon, folks. 64-58. Hamby tries again. Good. 64-59. And 6:12 remaining in the ball game. McDonald brings it up. Guarded by Petty out front. McDonald bounce pass to Aaliyah Boston, left of the key. Boston against Hamby. Boston backs into the lane. Now backs in. Turns baseline. Goes up. Missed it. Foul call. And Aaliyah Boston shoots 2. Mitchell, 20 points, 4 assists, and 1 rebound on the night. Man, look at this. Look at how great we're doing tonight covering the Fever. 58 people are watching tonight. And I think that number is going to grow as the season goes along. And I will say it again with confidence. I am the only network. Snowman Sportsnet will be the only network to bring you all 44 Fever games, plus a weekly show, plus a pregame show for the Fever. I am confident in that. Free throw good for Aaliyah Boston. Lead back to 65-59. 5:58 left in the ball game. The second attempt on the way, good. It's a 7-point lead for the Fever. 66-59 and 5:55 remaining in the ball game. Across into the front court is Petty. Over the top to Hamby. Hamby holds and looks. Now starts to move into the lane. Pitch out Kelsey Plum. Plum on the drive, right of the lane. Runs into Aaliyah Boston. Runs away from Boston. Steps in. Throws it out to the corner. 3-try by Stevens is good. Lead down to 4. 66-62. And 5.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. Boston has it out front, guarded by De'Erica Hamby. Boston gets Hamby out of the way, picks up her dribble, finds Natasha Howard. Howard with a dump pass low. It was kicked. And the ball will stay with the Indiana Fever. 4-point lead, 66-62. We got 61 people right now watching, folks. Spread the word. Let's see if we can get to 100 people watching before the game is out. It's a 4-point Indiana lead as Boston has it out front. Hands to Lexi Hull. Hull on the attack, right of the lane. Goes underneath. Gets trapped by Jackson. In trouble. Hands it to Howard. Howard. And they don't get a shot off. So that's a shot clock turnover. Another turnover against Indiana. And for the Fever, that's their 15th turnover on the night. Now a chance for Los Angeles to cut it to 2 or 1 with a long one. Petty on the move to the right. Kelsey Plum pops out, has it between the rings, dances on the dribble off to the left against Natasha Howard. Kelsey Plum on the drive into the lane, goes up, layup, good, 2-point game. And now is the time, if you're the Fever, you need a basket. The Sparks have not tied it or led since early in the second quarter. Mitchell dancing on the dribble, out front to McDonald. McDonald with a bounce pass to Boston. Boston against De'Erica Hamby. 5 to shoot. Boston goes in with a right-hand hook. Missed. Rebound taken down by Kelsey Plum. A chance to tie or get the lead with a long one. Plum into the front court. On the right side is Petty. Low right Hamby. Turns. Pitch out Plum. Fake on Mitchell. 3 on the way. Got it. And the Sparks have their first lead. First lead for the Sparks since the end of the first quarter. And the Fever take time. And this is the one thing you're afraid of. You got to find a way to close games. 67-66 Los Angeles. We're back after this timeout.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborne, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborne. Let's make the planet a better place.
For the first time since the top of the second quarter, the Los Angeles Sparks hold the lead 67-66. I beg your pardon, with 4:11 remaining in the money period. And with a lineup like a ragtag lineup like this, and Caitlin Clark not being in the lineup tonight for Indiana, the Fever need to find a way to close games. They held a 9-point lead earlier in this fourth quarter. That jab set by Kelsey Plum got Mitchell off balance, and she banged home a 3. 14 points for Kelsey Plum, 3 of 6 from distance. It's a 1-point lead, 67-66, and 4:11 remaining in the ball game. If you're the Fever, you've got to have one strong run, just one. They have been outscored 17-8 here in this fourth quarter. It's another fatal fourth quarter for the Indiana Fever. Let's see if they change that tonight. McDonald in the front court, guarded by Shea Petty out front. On the right side is Mitchell, guarded by Kelsey Plum. Here's Mitchell on the drive. Pitch left side, Lexi Hall. Left baseline, McDonald out to Cunningham. Now to Mitchell. Steps back. 3-pointer on the way. Long rebound chased down by Hall. Trying to save it. And she does not. It'll belong to the Sparks with a 1-point lead and 3:45 remaining in the ball game. In the front court is Petty. Petty has it off to the right. Petty works off the screen and a foul called on Ari McDonald. And that'll send Plum to the line to shoot 2. $14 points for Kelsey Plum in the ball game tonight. It's on the way and good. 2-point Sparks lead, 68-66. When you have a team like Los Angeles coming in tonight 4-11, you had them down double digits in the ball game. Had them down by 11. And they couldn't hold the lead. Second free throw good. 3-point lead for Los Angeles, 69-66, and 3.5 remaining in the fourth quarter. In the front court is McDonald. Bounce past Kelsey Mitchell deep on the right wing. Mitchell works off the Boston screen. Back right to Cunningham. Over the top pass into Howard. Goes up. Nope. Foul called. And Aaliyah Boston shoots a pair. Great play. Rakea Jackson with the foul. And for Jackson, that'll be her third. Azura Stevens is now playing with 5 personal fouls. Sophie Cunningham back in for Indiana. Aaliyah Boston to the free throw line. 7 points in the ball game. 8 with that free throw. It's a 2-point lead. Both teams are in the bonus from here on out. Free throw by Boston. Got it. Last game of last year, the Fever beat the Sparks by 9. 69-68, 3:18 for the third. Here's Petty off to the right. Underneath the Stevens, goes up, scores. Too easy. 71-68. Here's McDonald on the drive into the lane, goes up. Yes, and a foul called. Chance to tie for the Indiana Fever. McDonald, 11 points, looking for 12. The foul will be charged to Kelsey Plum. That's her second. Good job by McDonald flying down the lane and got the bucket. And I think the Sparks may challenge this one also. The free throw, good. Well, they can't because they got the free throw. 71 all, 3:04 for the ball game. Let's have a defensive stop, shall we? Petty in the front court, off to the right, guarded by Kelsey Plum. Petty picks up her dribble, holding and looking. They wrestle. It's back out to Plum on the right wing, and timeout call by Los Angeles. The Sparks take time, and so do we. 2:53 for the ball game. It's the Sparks 71 and the Fever 71. Let's pause for this timeout.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts. Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Pod.
Ari McDonald and Kelsey Plum sharing a laugh at this timeout. 2:53 left in the ball game. 71 all as De'Erica Hamby has it on the right baseline, goes to work against Howard. They flip it underneath to McDonald. To Rakea Jackson. She lays it in, and the Sparks regain the lead. 73-71. 2:40 for the ball game. McDonald in the front court now finds Boston out front. Boston on the move to the right, hands it to Mitchell. 3-pointer for the lead. No. Bad shot at this time. And the rebound comes down to Rakea Liatu King. I beg your pardon. Here's Plum. You don't want to get them to get too far ahead. Plum pressured by Sophie Cunningham. Plum on the drive, left of the lane, spins again with a scoop, and she got it. 75-71. Kelsey Plum, 18 points on the night. 4-point Los Angeles lead. 2:08 left. Fever need a basket badly. Mitchell on the left wing. Mitchell on the drive. Had the ball stripped. Cunningham able to save it in the left corner. 9 on the shot clock. McDonald has it this time. McDonald got bumped by Hamby. Got a foul. Foul called on Hamby. And for Hamby, that is her second foul. Kelsey Plum, 18 points in the ball game. Ari McDonald gets ready. The first one, good. 75-72. Got to have this one. There's less than 2 minutes remaining in the ball game. Can the Fever come all the way back and then close this bad boy out? The second attempt on the way, Remy, good. That went all around the cylinder and fell down. 14 for Ari McDonald off the bench. It's a 2-point lead, $1:50 remaining. Each team with a timeout remaining. Petty picks up her dribble, finds Hamby out front, now to Petty. Petty on the drive to the right. Petty pounding a dribble with the right hand. Cross-court pass left corner, Jackson. Jackson on the drive, a pitch out to Hamby. Hamby on the drive into the lane. Fakes. 3 on the clock. Plum has it. Fake on Cunningham. Plum on the drive into the lane. Shoots it up. Nope. Foul called, and Plum shoots 2 with 90 seconds left. Foul is charged to Kelsey Mitchell. That's her third. Callie Greenshield says, I'm excited to watch CC and Ari play together. I am too. Hey, folks, I got a question. Since I'm redesigning stuff, should I have a section here on my display that will highlight the comments? And now a quick review, an official's review. The call on the floor was a shooting foul against Kelsey Mitchell. Here's your story. Los Angeles has outscored Indiana 75-73 after the Fever took what was a comfortable 8-point lead. I don't think that's a shooting foul. But they're going to let it stand. 1:30 remaining. Kelsey Plum will head to the free throw line. I do not think that was a foul at all. All right, this is on the Fever if they lose this game. This is on them. Silly turnovers. Not being able to close out games, that has been their bugaboo all season long. Because I can tell you about 4 games where they had a chance to run away with it and didn't. You got to close games like this out, especially against losing teams. Connecticut Sun, hello. 2-point lead, Kelsey Plum to the free throw line. The first one, got it. 19 points for Kelsey Plum, 12 of them lately. 1:31 left. 76-73. The free throw on the way. Good. 20 points for Kelsey Plum. It's a 4-point lead, 77-73, and 1:28 left. McDonald across into the front court. Plays it right side to Mitchell. Mitchell holds and looks. Starts her drive against Howard. All the way. Pitch out corner, Lexi Hall. Top of the circle, Cunningham. Right corner, McDonald. Dump low right, Boston goes up. Yes! It's a 2-point game. Aaliyah Boston with a dozen. 77-75 and 1:10 remaining. Got to have a stop here if you're Indiana. Let's get a defensive stop. Petty off to the right. Over the top pass into Azure Stevens. And do we have a jump ball? Yes! Yes, we do. Jump ball. And a chance if Indiana gains the jump ball to tie the game. But you got to get control of this jump ball first. The tip is controlled by Rakea Jackson. Plum has it off to the left. They're going to waste some time. 7 on the clock. Plum on the move. Darts all the way in the lane. Under to Jackson. Shoots it up. Nope. Foul on Hamby. Good. Foul called. And that's all, folks. Four-point lead with 49.9 left. And the Fever are going to let another game that they should have controlled slip away. Hamby's free throw. No good. Rebound, Jackson. Follow. Good, and a foul called. And that'll do it. With 49.9 left. And the Sparks now lead by 7. This is what I've been talking about all season, folks. The Sparks have a huge problem, even though they have what could be an all-star lineup. They're not playing cohesively when they need to, and they can't close games. especially against losing opponents. Stevens free throw, got it, 7-point lead. And Indiana takes time. This is on them. This is absolutely on them. And I'll mix in this. Some of the calls tonight against Indiana flip this game around. I'm not afraid to say it. I hope y'all aren't either. We're back after this timeout.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
82-75, the Sparks lead by 7 after trailing by as many as 11. Another lead getting through the Fever's fingers, and they got to go to Dallas tomorrow night. A bounce pass into Mitchell in the right corner. She'll lift up a 3. That's an air ball. Rebound McDonald. A pitch out to Boston. Boston, she'll step back for 3. Missed it. And Hamby the rebound. And that's going to do it. Another game slips through the Fever's fingers. They had this game, but they got careless. They are careless. They got careless. And they're not winning without Caitlin Clark on the floor. This is a totally different team without Caitlin Clark on the floor. Hopefully she'll be back tomorrow night. 82-75, Plum to the free throw line, 22 points in the game, 23 with that free throw. 36 seconds left. 83-75, 21 points for Kelsey Plum. I beg your pardon. 6 in a row for the Sparks. Missed it. Another offensive rebound. This time, Sophie Cunningham able to come up with it, and we get a foul underneath. 3 offensive rebounds on the last 3 possessions for Los Angeles. McDonald out, Hull out. This is another case of Caitlin Clark being out and not having their floor general has hurt them. Azura Stevens leads all with 23 points, 21 for Kelsey Plum, a dozen for De'Erica Hamby, Rikea Jackson with 14. For the Fever, Kelsey Mitchell has 20, Aaliyah Boston 12 points, 10 rebounds, Natasha Howard 13, Aria McDonald 14. And our player of the game is going to be Sophie Cunningham. Sophie Cunningham gets our player of the game honors. I'll make sure I have graphics for that going forward. Cunningham, 27 minutes, 10 points. She picked up 2 rebounds, 4 steals in the ball game. But so many calls went against the Fever yet again. And couple that with the fact that the Fever cannot close games. They simply can't close. They simply can't close games. They can't close close games. Let me put it that way. They can't close close games. And this is a game with a Fever led by as many as 11, and they choked it away. Boston has it out front. Now to McDonald. McDonald backs up on the dribble. Time's a wasting. Out front, Cunningham, a straight on 3. Nope. Rebound to De'Erica Hamby, and this ball game is done. 33 fourth quarter points by the Los Angeles Sparks. And we saw this in San Francisco a week ago. We saw this very thing in San Francisco with Caitlin Clark on the floor. The fourth quarter has consistently been a bugaboo for the Indiana Fever unless they're up big. Hamby's free throw, got it. 84-74, 34 fourth quarter points. I'll say it again, 34 fourth quarter points. They've outscored the Fever 34-17. This is unacceptable. Unacceptable. Free throw good. 85-75, the Sparks lead by 10. And here comes McDonald on the fly, all the way underneath, got bumped. Nothing called again. She forces the shot up. No. Foul, no. Rebound tip. Foul called with 12.6 left. Now it doesn't matter. Now it doesn't matter. So the Fever will drop to 2-4 without Caitlin Clark on the floor. Aaliyah Boston got covered very, very well because Boston got loose for several big baskets in the third quarter. And the frustration, as Callie Greenshield said, got the best of her. Free throw no good for Turner. Ay. Or that's Michaela Thompson, I beg your pardon. And the white flag has been waved. So the Los Angeles Sparks will move to 5-11 on the year. Second free throw, no good. Ball on the floor. Sparks come out with it, and that's your game. Offensive rebounds killed the Fever. Fouls killed the Fever. And this ball game is over. And the Sparks come into Indianapolis and pick up a big win. They go to 5-11 on the season, and the Fever drop to 7-8. Another winnable game slips through their fingers. We'll be back to wrap it up after this timeout on Snowman Sportsnet.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts. Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborne, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborne. Let's make the planet a better place.
This is a game that the Indiana Fever should not have lost, and yet they lost by 10. Final score tonight, Sparks 85, Fever 75, and this is another game that slipped through their fingers. Simply put, this is one that they had. They were up by 11, and they could not finish the job. Our player of the game is Sophie Cunningham, 10 points, 4 steals in a rally that eventually came up short. Our next game will be tomorrow night when the Fever go to Dallas to play Paige Beckers and the Dallas Wings with only a couple of wins on the season. Tip time, 7:30 Eastern. We'll be up at 7 with the pregame show. And I got to go run a quick errand for my wife. So we'll see y'all tomorrow from Dallas. My name is Brian Snow. Hope that you enjoyed it as we enjoy bringing it to you. The unfortunate result tonight, the Sparks 85 and the Fever 75. Let's hope the Fever bounce back and bring their record back to 500 tomorrow. God bless y'all and good night, everybody. preceding has been a presentation of Snowman Sportsnet for fans by fans. All heart, all media, all broadcasts are licensed by the authority of Snowman Multimedia. Any reproduction, retransmission, or any use of the thoughts and descriptions of this contest without the express written consent of Snowman Multimedia, Snowman Sportsnet, and the Indiana Sports Hub is strictly prohibited. Good night, everybody.